Welcome back, my dark beings, to the Dark Void, ruled by me, Now51. And today we are back to another WTF news slash reaction. And today we're going to be reacting to a moist critical. And why did Twitch unban her? If you don't know what this means, let's just say that there was an incident with a streamer and basically assaulted a male content creator, which we both know. Oh, basically no one would care because it's a dude, and that's such a double standard thing. But yeah, back on topic. And Twitch, they barely did anything. In fact, they banned her, but she got her ban lifted in a week. Yeah, makes sense. But before I begin, I'm gonna let you guys know that I'm not surprised. I'm literally not surprised. And if anyone else is surprised that she was unbanned, you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. Why and why did I say that? It's because look at the history of Twitch. Considering how Twitch has done nothing to basically help the creators, to the point where basically recently, Amira got assaulted over a TwitchCon and the staff didn't do anything but laugh, and until her manager, Amiro's manager, her manager went to freaking go and complain and beg them to do something, which they actually did. And also, they lied about how they did something, which they didn't at all. It was her personal bodyguard, which also, her other bodyguard got banned because he used excessive force, which, that's the whole point of a bodyguard. A bodyguard is supposed to use excessive force if the person is in danger. That is the point of a bodyguard. At that point, you might as well not bother. In fact, every leader around the world might as well not have a bodyguard then if you're saying that it's excessive force for them to protect a high-profile target. I'm just saying. By the way, yeah, and since they don't do anything, not the only fact, but they always basically mostly go after VTubers, witch hunting them to the point where they literally don't care, to the point where Twitch doesn't care, and basically go to the perma ban. Well, people are doing the exact same thing and just existing, or basically getting slaps on the wrist like a day ban. Well, like I said, VTuber started. My brain is like I woke up like at least a few minutes ago, and my brain is like fried right now. But yeah, back on the topic, and yet they don't do anything. I mean, VTubers are just existing, barely showing anything at all at this point, and yet Twitch still finds a reason to ban them, which why I say it's a witch hunt. It's not just them, but also other people, but YouTubers mostly. Thankfully, they got rid of that person, which I hope it will change things, but I highly doubt it. And now we have this situation where basically this lady got basically unbanned for doing something on stream, which Moise is going to be talking about it right here. And I'm going to say this now, that like I said, I'm not surprised. And I'm already at my limit saying that Twitch needs to shut down like it needs to, because they're not doing anything. And if they're not planning to do anything up to this point, even after everything that's been happening, they should shut down. I don't want to say that because I know people stream on Twitch and want to make that their living, want to make that their place. And also, there are actually probably good people over at Twitch that I don't want to see lose their jobs. But at this point, something needs to be done, and Twitch is not doing anything. And the CEO, basically, he's such a complete idiot. He doesn't do anything, and I don't want to say that because I know he's going. He's a great person, but right now he's just be an idiot in the nicest way possible because he's not doing anything. He's just letting everybody do what the freak they want. I mean, literally his staff is doing what the freak they want. I mean, they're not even bothering banning people like Hassan, who literally is advocating for unaliving people. He is still on the platform. And yet, no matter what, nobody at Twitch is not doing anything. Seriously, not only him, but other people too. I mean, let me go tell you this now. Oh, do you remember what happened with Shoujo? Like the incident that happened with them? They removed Gunrun's emote. And yet Hassan is still on the platform. Think on that in your head. Think it in your head. They would rather go after basically save face and try to go after someone like Gunrun, who basically, yes, he did do something bad. He did deserve it. He did deserve getting everything bad to him. Getting the lawsuits and everything. Legally, I'm just saying legally, he's gonna get hit with some legal fees and everything. But the fact that they removed his emote, and yet as punishment and basically because of what he did, and yet Hassan is still up and running on the platform. Literally think on that. How does that make sense? Seriously. I mean, Gunrun, like I said, he deserves to get legal hits. But the fact that he got punished with an emote being removed and Hassan is still on the platform just doesn't make sense to me. And right now, I'm just going to let everyone know that if you're still streaming on Twitch, good on you. I'll go on you, do what you want, do what you can. But I'm saying that you should probably move to another platform because Twitch is not bothering anymore. And in fact, I'd rather see you on any other platform. In fact, go to Kick right now because right now I've been seeing Asmongold and Tectone streaming on Kick more often now. And I think so. I suggest you go look into that because at this point, if Twitch is not going to change, you might as well just go to another platform, which I know it's going to be hard. But at this point, what else can you do? Alright, let's get started. Finish my rant. I might do another rant and might pause it during the video, depending. But we're going to be moving on. Let's take it away, Moist Critical.
Like a jar of peanut butter in the top shelf cabinet in my kitchen, I just can't get it. I truly don't understand what is going on.
I can.
That just leads them to making
they just don't care.
Decisions.
They don't care.
Brazen.
I'm not surprised.
Like they have to have the orb of confusion somewhere in the office up there.
Somewhere.
It is just wreaking
That's
havoc
the only way.
on their brains. It is incomprehensible. There is a streamer. Her name is Nina. She has on stream, on Twitch, twice now, sexually assaulted people. I'll show you the clips because it is textbook sexual assault.
Forcing someone.
And she was banned for 1 day. Initially,
the first one,
a 24-hour slap on the wrist.
Yep.
And then she was unbanned.
Yep.
Which you can kind of write off maybe as a mistake on Twitch's end, like
no,
mean to unban.
Nah, not really.
Maybe someone was pulling some levers in the.
I love the fact that Moist is trying to basically trying to basically say you can write it off. But to me, no. I look at the history of Twitch. That I'm not surprised. In fact, I am not surprised. No, I have nothing against Moist. I'm just saying that if you're thinking that it's a mistake in your heads, no, it's not. It's not. There's more likely some idiots over in Twitch, the Twitch company, whatever, that said it's basically favoring the idiots over people who are actually just existing. Innocent people that are just existing. I mean, I'm not surprised. Just look at the history. Look at the history of Twitch, and you're going to see why I am not surprised anymore. But for the benefit of the doubt, alright, maybe it was a mistake. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but in the end, I'm not surprised.
The HQ not knowing what they did, yet someone fucking blasting away at the buttons and accidentally unbanned her because she was banned shortly thereafter again. And I think every sensible person with a functioning frontal lobe expected that to be a permanent ban.
Not me.
She's
Then I'm a person that doesn't have a sensible thing at all because I knew she would not be. She would get away with this. I knew that. Am I saying that right? I know it doesn't matter. I knew that she was not going to ban. She was going to get banned, and then she was going to get unbanned. She was going to probably get banned if she does it again, banned again, and but also slap on the wrist. I mean, I'm going to say this right now once again. Look at his. I mean, she is basically actual assaulted someone. But here's the thing. If they haven't gone after, let me give you a boilerplate. Let me give you a ruler here. Let me give you like a line here. There's Hassan, and then there's everyone else below that. Everyone else below it. Hassan has basically advocated for people being alive, and also went to the riots in LA and participated in it. Wasn't reporting on it, participated in it, and advocating for that. And yet, he's still here. I mean, he got banned for like a day. I guess that's progress. But in the end of the day, he's still on the platform. Alongside the nut jobs who are also advocating for people being online. And also supporting, whatever's happening in the world that's bad. So, that's the line that I've seen. And I've seen a lot of Hassan. And people talking about him. So yeah, there's the line. If they haven't gone after Hassan and perma banned him, then I don't expect them to perma ban anybody below the line like actual assault. Now, whether you think actual assault is bad as what Hassan does, that's on you. But to me, I think actual assault is a little bit below that. I say a little bit. I'm not saying like close to Hassan, like kissing her, like right about the kiss Hassan. Like that's what I think it is. But whether you think it's bad, still, it's not worse or as worse as Hassan. To me, Hassan has been advocating for a lot of things. For a lot of things. And if he's still on the platform, then everything that you thought about that's going to be potentially getting person banned is not going to be perma banned. Anything. Which is why I say that what Nina did, since now I know her name, she basically is not going to get that much punishment. If she does get punished, it's just to save face. It's just Twitch saying that, yeah, we listen, we now banned her, she's now in trouble, she's going to get perma banned now. That's just to save face. Don't believe in that. Don't believe in the lie that, oh, they actually did their job. Remember the history of them. If they do it, it's just to save face and to make themselves look good. It's not about basically doing the right thing. It's just about them to basically to make them look good, so that people would believe, yeah, we're doing our job. Remember, if they do perma ban her, it's just to save face. Remember, Hassan is the line right now. He is still here, and I hit my keyboard. But if he's still here, don't expect anyone else to basically get banned off this platform. Remember, if they ban someone, it's either for like a little bit, or if they permaban someone, it's probably an innocent person who barely did anything at all, or it's to save face. Remember that. You got it? And like I said, if a sensible person thinks that, then I'm not a sensible person. I literally knew that, yeah, they're not going to do anything. My brain works like that. The moment I see something multiple times that's not being done, my brain was to think, yep, they're not going to do anything. They're not going to bother. And then Larry said I can predict that, yeah, when I say predict, I don't mean that much prediction. But, yeah, I'm not surprised. Anyway, let's get back on the topic. But yeah, like I said, Hassan is the line, and whatever you bad things you think, get as close to Hassan as possible. And then, I'm going to tell you this right now, until Hassan gets permabanned, nothing's going to get done. Hassan is the line, and Hassan, if he gets permabanned, I'm repeating myself again, Hassan gets permabanned, maybe, okay, alright, that's good. That means they're actually going to do stuff. Either that, but then again, here's the caveat. If they do permaban Hassan, is that to actually do their job? Or is that only to save face? Remember that. Alright, let's continue on.
Oh, wow. I'm porky pigging right now.
Uh-huh.
She sexually assaulted two people on stream, on their platform. If you don't take that seriously...
On their platform?
What the fuck are you going to take seriously? It's a
crime.
It's sexual assault. So everyone expected that one to be an indefinite ban.
Not really.
But
nope.
It was only a week.
Yep.
She is now unbanned, and she's already done a return stream. So it seems like Twitch truly only gave her a week vacation.
They don't give an F. They don't care.
A week-long timeout. Pretty close to that scene in SpongeBob where they steal a balloon on Free Balloon Day and the cops put them behind bars for 3 seconds saying, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime, and then, oh, you're free to go. That, for sexual assault, is unbelievable.
Sorry that happened to me. Sorry that happened.
Oh my god! Saeed! Hey, come here. I got you.
Oh my god.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
23. No, he's consensual.
No, he's not consensual.
Yes, he is.
He's not even saying
What?
nothing.
He likes it. Yeah, give.
Oh, no. I don't think he wants to.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Stay right there. Stay right there. Hold on.
That was the clip that started it. Saeed is his name. He was not consenting to any of this, and Nina is the one that's like holding him while her friend twerks on him.
Oh, okay,
And
Nina's the
his
friend.
friends are even saying he's not consenting to this, and they do not care. They are forcing it upon him.
Yep.
And this is just a piece of a longer clip, and in the longer clip, they throw him on the bed and start like trying to rip at his clothes. They also take his bag and start going through
The
his bag.
heck?
And this whole time, he is making it very clear he does not want this, and he is uncomfortable with it.
Yep.
Now they got it.
Ay, ay, ay.
Take it off. Hey, yo, cut the cameras, cut the cameras. Yo, cut the cameras, bro. Zo, do your shit. Let me get my Louis Vuitton store. Hold on, bitch.
Did you just say cut the cameras?
No, outside clothes on the bed. Hold on. What's going on? Let me get that bag. Let me get that bag.
This is when self-defense come into question, alright?
Hold on, this is a nice bag.
Yo,
How much this cost? Turn around. Start off with the side. Oh, I need this. I needed this. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Zoe.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty clear-cut
Yeah.
sexual assault here.
Yeah.
You don't need to be Phoenix Wright here in order to argue why
yeah.
this is sexual assault. It's obvious. Yet, and this is something we've talked about in the past, a lot of people, when it comes to a man being sexually assaulted,
Oh, yeah,
take it
it's not
very
fair.
differently. So
Oh, yeah.
I saw when this clip was blowing up, and a lot of people I know...
Oh yeah, I forgot to say that. Yeah, it's a dude. Doesn't matter. If it's a girl, oh my god, sound the freaking alarms. A lady's getting hurt, so we should sound the alarm immediately, which is appropriate. But when this dude comes in, nah, who cares? He deserved it. Well, why is he doing that? He should be lucky. Oh man, he's just a freaking little pea and everything. Nah, that's the girls. That's their own things. Of course, he should be lucky. Why is he complaining? Does he like dudes? The double I don't know how I use this word. The fact that the basic double standards here is insane. Like I said, I mean, seriously, if it was a lady, if it was a girl getting hit, if it was a girl happening like this, everybody would be sounding the alarms by now. They would be advocating for the guy to get punished entirely. Like, sent to prison. Even if it's by accident. I'm going to say this, because there have been times that you can account for accidental stuff. So, of course, but still, even with accidents, people are just going far. No, he should be going to prison. He should be going after. No, they should be throwing him in prison. She should sue. Man, I'm slurring. She should sue them so that way he gets punished. Which, unfortunately, 90% of the time, yes. Unless they're video recording, then it goes down to at least your chances. But if there's no video recording, it's 90% chance you're going to go to prison. Yeah. But if it's the girl, for almost 99% of the time, unless there's recording, they're going to get away with it. Everyone's going to go on their side, everyone's going to be complaining, and then it's not fair. Like, I mean, a girl can defend themselves against a dude, but when a dude does it, yeah, it's considered, no, you can't. No, you can't. And if something bad's happened to the dude, no, who cares? Who cares? It doesn't matter. Who cares? You're a dude. You should be able to survive this. The idiocy of society, which I've said this before in one of my videos, is that we live in a fallen society, and we've gone to the point that at this point, where people literally will just start picking sides and not care for anything. I mean, we'll record something instead of calling for help. I mean, it is insane how society has fallen. Alright, sorry, continue on, Moist.
I've already talked about this because I'm tardy to the party, but I'm just so shocked that Twitch is not taking this seriously.
I'm not.
A lot of people
I'm really not.
were talking about how it's actually not sexual assault. It's clear. He's laughing. He's going along with it. It's for content. No, it's not sexual assault. He's having a good time.
Laughing.
He wanted it. And that's something that you see a lot when it comes to sexual assault against men.
It's called smiling.
Say, it's not serious. Don't be a bitch. A woman can't sexually assault a man because a man always wants sex. So this is a nothing.
Really, not all
you
the
guys
time.
are making a mountain out of a molehill. This isn't sexual assault at all. It's just good old-fashioned Twitch content, baby. And Nina herself even says how embarrassing it would be for a man like Saeed to say that this was sexual
I'll take the embarrassment.
So what if he says, I feel like you did some shit wrong?
No, so the whole Saeed thing, no one essay Saeed. That's why today I was actually looking for Saeed.
Yeah, I would take the embarrassment.
Definitely felt disrespected as a person. Me, I take accountability what I do. If you dead ass felt disrespected, I didn't know. So you gotta let me know. If you did, I will always apologize. I mean, that's just normal people. But for him to walk around and say all that crazy shit, you never think about what Saeed's thinking too, though. Like, who wants to walk around being called that? That's embarrassing for him as a guy.
You ain't see Saeed today?
No, I was looking for him. I was looking everywhere for him.
Wow, what an angel. Pretty tight defense right there. Checkmate. The fucking last few neurons remaining in her brain really scrambling there to come up with the perfect cope, and damn did she hit a home run with that.
Oh, yeah.
So she is saying, oh, he didn't get sexually assaulted.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay, well, if you say so. All right. You would, I mean, you would know, of course. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
You're
society.
saying he didn't get sexually assaulted, so then it must not have happened. You're right. You're right. And then she goes on to say, like, you have to think about it. Like, it'd be very embarrassing for him as a man.
I don't care. I
Is
would
that
take
so?
the embarrassment.
Interesting. Do you keep that same energy when it comes to women that get sexually assaulted? Do you say the same thing? Like, oh, it'd be very embarrassing. She treats it like it's no big deal. She did nothing wrong. Rub some dirt in it. Dweeb. Get over it. That's how she handles it. Mm-hmm. But I imagine if it was two guys who did this exact same thing on stream, if it played out exactly the same, there would be universal condemnation across the board.
Exactly.
Including from Nina herself, I imagine, and rightfully so, because stand back, brave take coming in. Plug your ears if you're not ready for the spicy
Let's hear it.
take.
Let's hear it.
Sexual assault is bad. I know.
Oh my
Stand
God.
up, you need to sit
Can't
down.
believe it.
Holy. It doesn't matter if it's a female or male victim, sexual assault in all of its forms is horrible. And everyone should be outraged and against it.
Yes.
So why do we treat it differently because it was two girls that did it to a guy? It is still sexual assault. And I can't believe we are still having this conversation about like sexual assault against men not being taken seriously.
Yeah.
It's not a unicorn. It's not make-believe. This isn't the fucking tooth fairy we're talking about. It is a real thing.
It is. It
There are
happens.
Male victims of sexual assault. Like, I can't believe that even needs to be said. But I guess...
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there was a story about a dude who got drunk at a party, and which wasn't... No, actually, she got... Let's just say the lady went to the guy, let's just say put a rug inside the drink, and the next day, when he woke up, he found out that the lady basically, well, let's just say, took the seed and planted it so that way she can basically take everything he had. I mean, if you think it only happens to women, you're entirely wrong. I mean, sir, you're entirely wrong. I mean, you gotta be insane to think that this doesn't happen to dudes. I mean, come on. I mean, you really think women are not that devious enough to basically do it to a dude? I mean, I don't know.
Twitch needs a reminder that it is a crime.
Yes.
Like, anyone who is a victim of sexual assault is the victim of a crime.
I did want to, like, them being banned is not really anything to me, because at the end of the day, like, sexual assault is a crime. And people that say that it's not sexual assault, I don't know what you think sexual assault is, or anything like that. But I don't know what to tell you. Like, as a person that's literally dealt with sexual assault previously, it has taken a lot, like a large total on my head. I've dealt with something like this before, and I didn't want to. When I dealt with it originally, I was working at a job, and it was a gym, and I told my boss about it, and all he did was make jokes about it. And I tried to talk about it a lot more, and I didn't want to tell my parents. And it did affect me a lot. And this situation did bring back those memories.
This is Saeed being very open here, talking about what's unfolded, even mentioning that he's gone through a previous sexual assault situation in his past where it wasn't taken seriously then. His boss was making jokes about it, and it took a toll on him. And now, in this case, it seems like Twitch itself is not taking it seriously and treating it like it's a joke.
Which is, I'm not surprised.
It was only banned for a week. They slapped her in detention for a week, and now it's all sunshine and rainbows. She's back streaming again. And let me tell you, in her return stream, it's very clear she's learned her lesson. I think the week-long benching here from Twitch has really put it all into perspective for her. You can see how apologetic she is and how remorseful she is for her actions.
Let me tie, right?
Oh, what the fuck, yo? Why you always hitting me? Stop with those.
Oh shit, I can't touch you no more because I have to make a sign ID. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, that's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna come up 3 months later.
I won't come.
Oh, me punch you? You want me to punch you? Are you okay?
Did you send that in there or no?
You sure? So I am not sexually assaulting you.
No.
I am not. You consent to this.
Yes.
You fully am okay with this.
Yes.
You will not use this clip against me.
Hell yeah.
3 months later.
Never.
Or 9 months later.
No.
Or 6 months later.
No.
No? Hey, chat sees this, bro. Ready? Alright.
Okay.
Ready? 1.
Oh, hilarity.
Nod your head.
Oh, I laughed a little bit at the pinky one.
Did you get it?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, can I say something? Damn. Wait, can I say something?
Listen, can I say something?
This seems like a real hoot and a holler. Man, she seems like a lot
Hey.
of fun to be around.
Yep.
So, I don't even know why she even threw out the word NDA. She has no idea what that is.
I bet she doesn't.
I bet if you ask Nina what a non-disclosure agreement is or what it's for, she would just fucking blue screen. But she's just... The reason she's saying that is because she's just trying to insult everyone that made a big deal out of her sexually assaulting Saeed. And I haven't even shown you the other victim yet. I'm saving that till the end. But she's just treating it like it's no big deal. Like, oh, I guess I just can't touch people anymore, not without like an NDA, I guess.
No, it's just a matter of
And then
life.
this dude over here, this goober, I don't know if he's hiding his face out of embarrassment or shame, but if that is the case, I'd see why. Because that's pretty pathetic to be begging to be punched by this lady just for a crumb of attention. But yeah, that was her return stream. A real highlight moment from it.
Life.
Some other really
Society,
great
I should say.
winks are when she's being mad at her friends for switching up on her after the sexual assault clip surfacing, where she was mad that they didn't fight tooth and nail for her honor, even though her actions are indefensible to a normal, sane person. So obviously her friends aren't going to go to bat for her, I imagine, or at least they shouldn't. Like, I don't care if you're her best friend, you should be able to come out and say, like, yep, that's fucked up, that is sexual assault.
Exactly, that's a real friend right there. They're going to literally tell you how it is.
People did exactly that. Like, her friends were like, nope, that's unacceptable. She expected them to just be like, no, you guys are misunderstanding. And then she goes in to be, like, upset that they weren't texting her to get her side of the story, even though there's no sides. It is sexual assault. No
we can see it right there.
You can try and feign ignorance until the cows come home. It doesn't change the fact that what you did is still textbook sexual assault. Just because you are a woman who did it to a man doesn't mean that it doesn't count.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, Nina.
Ay.
Okay, Fred.
Concentrating on the bottom.
Okay, girl. No, Nina. Oh my. Wow, you have the best masseuse, Toast.
That's good.
Wow, she is so bold.
My spine.
You love to see it.
Alright.
So bold, so bold. Yep, keep it up. Push. Yep. Good job, Nina.
So Toast shared his experience with Nina, where he went there expecting a professional masseuse, only to be met by a stranger named Nina, the fucking...
Wait, there wasn't even part of it?
Coming up and giving him this massage, where she was very clearly making a joke of it by just, like, groping him, like just grabbing on his ass cheeks there. Like she was grabbing those things like fucking motorcycle handles. It's not an accident. It's not unintentional. She didn't just like wander down there while trying to give a legitimate massage. She is literally honking on his butt cheeks. And people are laughing about it, making light of the whole thing. Like, Nina, oh my goodness, ha 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 ha. It's sexual assault.
Yep.
If that was a man that did that to a woman that was lying on that table, how many people would be laughing? Probably not
really.
Very many. I imagine it'd be crickets for the most part. It'd be more silent than a James Corden stand-up routine.
They'd be advocating for
it wouldn't really be viewed as a holly jolly good time.
Imprisonment.
I imagine most people would immediately try and say like stop or step in, put the kibosh on it, but not here. Here, it's just treated as a joke. But why? Just because it is Nina doing this to a man, Toast, it doesn't make it not sexual assault. And in Toast's statement, he even says he has no idea who she was at the time. She just stepped in, did this. He was extremely uncomfortable, but didn't say anything in the moment because there's a bunch of cameras in his face, and it's hard to try and like speak up in front of that because then it creates a tense situation. So it's an extra level of fear where it's hard to speak out and express, negative feelings in a case like this because, well, maybe now the streamers there view you as the bad guy, or the chat starts attacking you or something. So it makes it very difficult, and it's something Toast
double standards, I have to say.
It's something that I've seen expressed numerous times in the past about like, it was hard to say anything in the moment because of all these cameras and all these people watching. And it's very true. Again, if this was a man that was doing this to a woman lying on that table,
they were advocating for imprisonment.
Starts,
advocating for imprisonment.
There, how many people would be laughing? Probably none.
Advocating for imprisonment.
Differently in this case. This was still a non-consensual sexual act that was performed on Toast and Saeed that is not being taken seriously. She received a week-long ban.
Just a week.
That's it. And it's not like she herself has digivolved into a better person or anything, learned her lesson, expressed any real level of remorse or anything like that. She is still treating it as content.
Even worse.
Like just the idea of her sexual assault is now a joke on her stream. Like, oh, I just can't touch people anymore. I'll have to NDA you, tee-hee-hee. That's crazy to me. That is crazy.
Yep.
I know she issued an apology statement not long ago, which I think is pretty blatantly obvious, not her words. I think that was sorted out through an actual PR firm, because I don't think she is capable of something
Yeah,
like
I don't
that.
think she's smart
I'll
enough.
stop blabbering here in just a moment, but it is so wild to me how little Twitch did here, and how little they seem to care about what's happened on their platform.
No, like I said, I'm not
In the
surprised.
past, they've
Moist,
made
I'm not
plenty
surprised.
of questionable bans and unbans. Like
Yes.
having full-blown sex, penetrative sex on stream was a 3-day ban. And
Yeah.
many other such
That-
cases of similar
so
things,
much
like that lady
things.
who full-blown spread her butthole goatsy style on stream, only being
God
24
dang.
hours, stuff like that. But this is something so different from that, where that sexual content is something that shouldn't be allowed on Twitch.
No, it
They just play
shouldn't.
their own rules, and they don't seem to
They
really
act-
enforce
they
them
don't-
all that
yeah, they don't.
well. This
keep
is literally
saying
not
they
even
enforce
just
it.
against their rules; it is against the law.
It is.
Sexual assault, again, is illegal, and it has been broadcast on Twitch twice with this woman, Nina Lynn.
All I know
being
is
the
these Twitch
sexual
need they need to start
and they
basically
only
going
give
lawsuits
her
against
a
Twitch.
week ban for it.
Lawsuits
This is
need to happen now.
unlike anything I've seen from Twitch in the past. It is truly
Eh.
shocking. And I'll leave you with one more.
You said
clip from
shocking
Saint
for
Nina
me.
Here, you remember how I called this week ban basically a vacation? Well, it's not just my words. She also views it that way as well.
W chat. I want to say W chat. So
Ugh.
y'all can suck my dick. Word 2. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you bitches, bro. You bitches not me. Y'all been through nothing that I've been through. Fuck you. This ain't the worst it's ever been. I'm not gonna lie. It's bad to say, but this is not the worst it's ever been. I've been through worse. I've actually been through worse. So this jail was kind of like vacay jail a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Nice work, Twitch. Vacay jail for sexual assault.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Anyway, that's really about it.
I'm just gonna pause there since it's at the end. But like I said, for Moist, I love the fact that you give Twitch the benefit of the doubt. For me, I don't give them. I already know the history, and I am not surprised that Twitch gave her a ban. So like I said, I guess you could call me nonsensical, but in reality, I'm not surprised. Look at the history of Twitch, and you tell me if they have done anything that basically paramounts to actually them doing their jobs. Like I said, recently with Emiru, she got assaulted at TwitchCon, and Twitch did nothing. How much more evidence does everybody need to see that Twitch is just basically a piece of excrement company at this point that literally deserves to get shut down? As I said before, I don't want to say that because people want to make a livelihood out of Twitch, but in the end, Twitch is not doing anything. And which is why I would say that go to any other platform for the love of everything. Because if they are letting this happen, how long before you are going to see people literally unaliving people? I'm just going to say that. Yeah, unalive people on the platform. No, they will actually do it because they don't want to, because to them it's too far, and more than likely would basically, of course, they would save face and they would actually do the jobs because, it's bad. But even still, the fact they'll probably only do that when it gets too far or when people start advocating. But if it gets to that point and they will do it, I don't want that to happen. But I tell you that if they ban someone for basic, somebody online on the stream, you can count on the fact that they will not do nothing everything that's happening on their platform. They will still do everything the same. They will just go ban the person that did that stuff, that horrible stuff. And then people would just, oh, look, you finally did. Yeah. But the problem is that it's just a safe face. If they were able to basically they would literally let that happen as long as it was not that bad. As long as the backlash was not that bad. There would still be backlash, but it would be but they will still weather it. But of course, it's just safe face if that ever happens. I'm just saying, in my head, I think of the possibilities. I'm a person that thinks a lot of things in my head. My brain starts going like as much as possible. When I start thinking, which man, yeah, I do think. In my head, it starts piecing stuff together, and once it pieces stuff together, I start seeing the bigger picture. Like I said, it's only a matter of time before basically somebody streams something really bad. Now, I don't know if it's like stream like really bad, yeah. Like somebody unaliving someone. I'm not saying it would happen, but if it ever happens, they will do their job, but just for that. Anything else before that doesn't matter. Like I said, Hassan is the line right now. If they haven't gotten rid of Hassan by now, and alongside with the other idiots, I don't think they'll ever do anything. In fact, unless there's actually someone getting unalived, then they'll do something about it. But until then, after that, once they do something, they're just gonna go back to the line of Hassan and not do anything. I'm just saying. At this point, you have to realize that Twitch is insane. It just doesn't do anything. In fact, later I saw a clip of Techno saying that I have been advocating, I've been telling everybody to not go to TwitchCon. I've been telling as many people as possible to not go to TwitchCon. Literally, he was literally making sure, he was literally going out of his way to tell people to not go to TwitchCon. Because he knows, whatever, I don't know how to say it. My language is gone to the birds. It's when I talk too fast. But that he knows that when you go there, it's going to be bad. And he was right. And Miru got assaulted. And yeah, we made a video about it saying, yeah, I made it. I kept advocating, I kept telling you, don't go to TwitchCon, don't do anything. Don't go there at all. And yeah, he made a video. And I hope I don't know if he basically said anything about you people, Twitch streamers should leave Twitch. Because if he hasn't, he should really make that video and start actually advocating to, like, move away from Twitch. Because Twitch is not going to do anything until their platform starts suffering. I'm just saying. Remember, they're a corporation. A corporation that won't do anything until something really bad happens to them. And it's just insane. Also, back on the Hassan thing. Has he made a video talking about this topic? Because I sure as heck know that if Hassan basically knew about this, knows that, my brain literally erased those two words from my brain. Either way, if he knew that this is happening, I guarantee you that Hassan would say, yeah, what that, yeah, guy's basically getting like that. The girl's like giving him bacon A. What the heck, if he can, bacon coward and everything, embarrass me. Man, you're a dude, you should be liking this. Trust me, Hassan would literally say anything to make sure to justify that Nina would literally be alright with. It's a correct thing that Nina does. Or something. But then again, Hassan has advocated... Wait, has he advocated for basically, indiscriminately hitting a woman? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I have no idea at this point. I don't know the mind of Hassan, but all I know is that... Be on the side of nonsensical people. Because for me, I am not surprised that she only got a week ban. I'm really not surprised. The fact when I heard about this... Yeah, well, it's right on schedule, but not surprising. I expected this because Twitch hasn't done anything to basically keep their content creators safe. They haven't done anything besides permaban innocent people. They barely ban anybody at all. They give bans to a person for a day or a week, and that's it. They haven't, and I think what was the maximum? A month, I guess. I don't know. And they haven't done anything for the people that actually are causing harm. So yeah, I'm not surprised. Twitch needs to shut down. And I hope other streamers start advocating for, Twitch needs to shut down. And starts letting streamers know to leave the platform. Because if they're not going to bother to ban people like Nina, who basically is letting this happen, actual assaulting. Letting people like Hassan, who advocates for people to be unalived. Then there's no point staying on Twitch. The CEO, I don't know what his mental state is, but I'll just advocate, basically call him a complete nut job because he's not doing anything and he's just letting his employees do roughshod, who basically probably have ulterior motives. Oh man, ulterior. Oh, man, I don't use that often. Ulterior motives. Oh man, and basically will do whatever the freak they want. Literally, this platform, Twitch, is just an insane place. I will still keep watching my favorite streamers if they want to stay on the platform. But in the end of the day, I do hope that Twitch gets shut down. It's a bad thing. to say because I don't want them to lose their livelihoods. But at this point, what else can be done but to basically shut down the platform? In fact, people need to start leaving so that Twitch actually does something. Because they're not going to do anything until it hits their bottom line. I mean, they got summoned to the courts, right? They did. And yet, I don't think even that scared them enough to do their jobs. Like I said, there's like Kick right now. So I highly advise people to go on Kick. Like, literally go on Kick. Because it's only a matter of time before they basically just some idiots get too pissed off about the situations that's happening and just start banning people for literally to no reason just because they want to let off some steam. Like I said, whether you think anything else is worse than Hassan, I'll let that be on your decision. But to me, Hassan's the line, and anything that happens basically goes close to Hassan and doesn't even register on how bad it is. Because Hassan's the line, because he literally is the poster child for things happening all the freaking time. He's been literally talked about so many times. That's why I say he's the line. So, what do you think? Anything bad is worse than Hassan? I'll let that be on your... I'll let you decide on that. But to me, Hassan's the line, and if Twitch hasn't done anything about him, I highly doubt they're going to do anything else. Like I said before, look at the history of Twitch, and look at everything they've done, and you tell me, are you surprised that they just banned her for barely a limited time? Were you surprised that she wasn't banned, perma banned? Let me know in the comments, because to me, like I said, in the words of Moist, not anything bad. I like Moist Critical. I'm not saying any hate to Moist Critical. I like him. I watch his content. It's pretty good. But to me, if that makes me unsensible, so be it. So be it. Because to me, I'm not surprised. And if they start banning people for little to no reason, I'm seriously not surprised that because they haven't done their jobs. Just wait. I'm not saying it will happen, and I hope it doesn't happen. But if it does happen, if it's somebody unalive, somebody on stream, and Twitch doesn't do anything, you know it's gone worse. It's going to get worse and worse. But if they do their jobs and actually do ban the person, perma ban them, not a week, then alright, they did their job. But only to save face. Because after they do their job for that moment, they're not going to do anything else that's been happening around. Alright? They would do it because they know that if they leave that up, it's going to be way too far. For them. Because they know that lawsuits and basically police and government agents will be looking into it way too hard on that point. I'm just saying. You can call me whatever you want. If you call me I'm an idiot for saying that, you can call me that, oh no, you're too... Basically, whatever the phrase is, for someone to believe that. But in fact, to me, that's one thing. I'm hoping that never happens. But if it does, don't be surprised if Twitch does their job and doesn't do anything else after that. Now, of course, everybody with sense would say, yeah, they did it, of course, because it's against the law. And it should not be allowed. But remember, that's just to save face. If they are given a chance just to let it happen and not do anything about it, they will take it. And now also back on the TwitchCon situation. I'm just saying this, but yeah. Also the same thing on that one. If Amir was assaulted and Twitch let it happen, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Someone decides to go there with some object and it's going to cause something bad. I'm going to say this now. After that, people are going to start doing pranks. And then after, people are going to make statements. At TwitchCon, do not go there at all. Because it's only a matter of time before somebody makes a statement. We're having some form of weapon and firing projectiles at people. Or having a melee weapon and going after people. Or a small weapon and just secretly doing that. Give it time. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Because security didn't do anything to protect basically Miru. And after this, and when that, and trust me, people are going to start thinking, and it's going to be bad. And which is why I'm saying that do not go to TwitchCon at all. At all. Do not go in person. At all. Because the last thing I want to see is to look on the news and find out that some people that I watch that went to TwitchCon are now one of the numbers of people who unfortunately either got injured or unalived. Trust me, it's better to. I'd rather see you disappointed not to go at TwitchCon and to see people sorry, TwitchCon. So I need to get like my brain back in order because I'm trying to come up with some things in my head right now because literally I'm trying to say it as carefully as possible. Like I said, I'd rather see streamers get disappointed not going to TwitchCon than to basically see them go to TwitchCon happy and then unfortunately being like, you know, unalived. I know it's being disappointing to you guys as well, and also the content creators, but it's better to be disappointed and alive than being happy and unfortunately being unalived for literally to no reason. I know that's bad to say. Why would you not want to be happy? Trust me, I'd rather be disappointed in something, but knowing that I'll be able to like live to the next day, because then I'll be able to be happy then and recover, than to basically go somewhere and then, you know, be happy and then that'll be the last thing I basically be smiling for the last moment, as I was terrified at the same time and wishing I never came there, never went to that place. I'm just saying, that's just me thinking like that. Alright, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments. Well, I don't know how you're going to enjoy this. Let me know in the comments what you think about the situation. Are you surprised that basically it was just a week ban and everything? Are you surprised that? Are you actually surprised? Or are you like me, that you weren't surprised this and you're just, nah, I'm not surprised. I know that Twitch was not going to do anything. If they haven't done anything about basically doing their jobs, and they're not going to do anything now. Are you an idiotic defender, or are you an idiotic defender that's defending against this and saying that, no, it's alright, it's fine, he deserved it, he should do it, he should be happy about it, and I'm just basically going to bend over backwards and just take it of the butt? Well, she basically hits me with her fist, stabbing me right up there, because that's how I like it. That's the defender right there. Let me know in the comments about that. What else? Yeah. And also, what do you think? Do you think I'm wrong about the things? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think Twitch will actually do their job? Or are you alongside me and saying that no, they were not going to do it and they should deserve to shut down? Let me know in the comments. And let me know, are you basically thinking of switching over to another platform as well? Or staying on it? Like, I want to know if you're still staying on there, because I know it's going to be a hard thing, but let me know. What's your reason to stay there? Is it because of financial issues? Because I understand, or is it because that's where your place is? Because right now, I just need to know, because I need to know what's the reason of staying on the platform at all now. And also, TwitchCon, will you be going next year? I hope you don't, because you never know what will happen. Are you going next year, or are you basically thinking that you won't go, or basically are you going to take the chance? Let me know. Or if you're like me and worried about the safety, because like I said, you never know. Surprises can happen and it's not going to be good. Alright, that's about it. I have nothing else to say. Like and share the video to spread this around, because literally at this point, that's all we can do. That's literally all we can do right now. Also, don't forget to press the black bell button to be notified, because YouTube doesn't bother. I sometimes forget, and sometimes my student takes the page, plays games. And also, don't forget, restricted mode. Make sure you check your profiles. Remove that, because that actually removes my videos from your feed. Right. I have nothing left to say. I'm not really surprised about this, and I do hope things do change on the platform, but if not, then I hope they should get shut down. Alright, that's about it. Right now, my dog means dismissed.